Good day. In this video, I am going to show you how to use Pythagorean Theorem. Okay, Pythagorean Theorem is only used in finding the unknown length of one side of a right triangle. Okay, let us consider triangle ABC is a right triangle with right angle C. So we can have the Pythagorean theorem formula. Let's consider this is C, measure of AB is C, and the measure of AC is, let's say, B, and the measure of BC, let's say it's A. Okay, so C is called hypotenuse. Okay, when you say hypotenuse, it is the longest side of a triangle, a right triangle, and it is usually the opposite side of a right angle C. Okay, then these two here are called, okay, A and B are called legs. So A and B in this figure are called legs. Now, what is the Pythagorean theorem formula? Pythagorean theorem is C squared equals A squared plus B squared. The square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the two legs. Okay? So this is now the formula of Pythagorean theorem. Now again, this formula is only used if we are going to find the measure of one side of a right triangle. If two sides are missing, we cannot use Pythagorean theorem, especially when the triangle is not isosceles right triangle. Okay, so let us now apply Pythagorean theorem. Let us have here our example. Okay, consider this is our figure and this is our problem number 1. If A is equal to 4 and B is equal to 3, find the measure of C. Okay, consider this is the figure. Okay, so since this is the figure and we consider this one as our right triangle, and we are going to find one side, okay, the length of one side of a triangle, so we can now use Pythagorean theorem. Okay, by using the formula we have here C squared equals A squared plus B squared. So by substitution, we have C squared equals 4 squared plus 3 squared. Then we have C squared, 4 squared is 16 plus 3 squared is 9. So we have C squared, 16 plus 9 is 25. Since we are asked to find C, then we have here exponent 2, so we are going to extract square root both sides. So put positive, negative. Then the square root of C squared is C. Copy positive, negative. Square root of 25 is 5. So we have two values of C, positive 5 and negative 5. But since we are dealing with measurement, negative should be disregarded, or negative should be disregarded. So our final answer will be positive 5. So therefore, C is equal to 5. Square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the two legs. Okay? So C and A, B, and here are only representation of the hypotenuse and the two legs. So do not forget, Pythagorean Theorem is the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the square of the two legs. Okay? Let us have another example. Okay, another problem. This figure. Okay, this symbol, it symbolizes a right angle. This is perpendicular. Meaning to say, these two lines here, MO or segment MO and segment NO are perpendicular. So if they are perpendicular, they create a right angle. So this one is a right angle. Okay? So as you see in our figure, the missing length is MN. Okay, we have no length of MN. Okay? And as you observe, MN, or this side, is opposite to our right angle. So we need to say this side is called the hypotenuse. And these are the two legs. So in this problem, we are asked to find what is the measure of the hypotenuse. Okay, if we consider the formula that we used earlier, we have C squared equals A squared plus B squared. Always remember that when we refer to C, it is our hypotenuse. A and B are legs. So we have here solution, we have here by substitution, we have C squared equals A, let's say 6, okay, 6 squared, and B, let's say 8 squared. It doesn't matter, A and B are interchanged, as long as your C doesn't interchange. Hypotenuse is always hypotenuse. Okay? So we have C squared. 6 squared is 36 plus 8 squared is 64. Okay? C squared equals, add the two numbers, so we have 100, and then subtract square root both sides, set out. C equals, the square root of 100 is 10. Okay, so we have two values of C, positive 10 and negative 10. So we only get the positive one. So the value of our hypotenuse here is 10. Another example, number 3. So we are asked to find here the unknown value, which is the value of RS, or what is the length of SR or RS. So again, if you observe, here is our right angle. So our opposite side of the right angle measures 13, and one of the legs is 5. So we are asked to find we are asked to find the measure of one leg. Okay, one of the legs. Okay, so by using the formula, we have C squared equals A squared plus B squared. Always remember that C is our hypotenuse, A and B are called legs. So in our given figure, our hypotenuse is 13. So we substitute 13 and put a squared. Then A is 5 squared. Then let's say A is let us say A is 5, so we have 5 squared, and we are asked to find one of the legs. Okay, 13 squared is 169. 5 squared is 25 plus B squared. Okay, solve for B, or how to solve for B? We are going to transpose 25 to the left side of the equal sign, we have here 169 minus 25 equals b squared. So we shortcut the process, but the idea here is the addition property of equality or subtraction property of equality. Okay? So we have 169 minus 25 is equal to 144 equals b squared. Since we are asked to find a b, or one of the legs, but we have here still 2, so we are going to subtract square root both sides. Square root of 144 is 12. Then we have here b. So since we are dealing with measurement, we are going to get only the positive one. So b is equal to 12. So therefore, one of the legs, the measure is 12. Okay, that is for today, and I hope you know now how to use Pythagorean Theorem in finding one of the side or one of the unknown side of a right triangle. Again, we can use Pythagorean Theorem if we are going to find if we are going to find the missing value of one side, or the missing length of one side of a right triangle. And we use this formula, c squared equals a squared plus b squared, where c is our hypotenuse. When we say hypotenuse, it is always opposite to the right angle. And these two letters here, a and b, are called legs. That's all. Thanks for watching. And if you are new in my channel, do not forget to click the subscribe button, and also click the notification bell so that you will be always updated for more videos that I'm going to upload in my channel, especially for those students who wants to learn mathematics. Bye!